Tonight I'm going to be making 3 new kinds of cookies. I have the Nestle Toll House Harvest Apple. It is cookie dough with apple pieces, apple flavored filling, and cinnamon. And then I have the pumpkin spice, pumpkin cookie dough with Libby's 100% pure pumpkin, premier white morsels and spices. And I have the hot cocoa, cookie dough with marshmallow filling and cocoa. Very simple. So, the first 2 cookies that I'm going to make are the harvest apple and the pumpkin spice, because the hot cocoa, they go on 350 degree oven. So I'm going to get to those in a minute. For right now, we're just going to do the pumpkin spice and the harvest apple. You preheat your oven to 325. And let's see, they're all 80 calories a cookie. No matter which cookie you're eating out of the 3, it's going to be an 80 calorie cookie. But wanted to see how they look. Harvest apple. I've had a lot of people tell me that these were out, so I'm not going to give one particular person the credit, because a lot of you all sent me messages and told me about these. It says preheat your oven to 325. You break along the pre-scored lines. Place 12 cookies 2 inches apart on ungreased baking sheet for 14 to 15 minutes. So we just have our pans out here, and we have a sheet of parchment paper, and we will be baking. Oh, they're darker than I thought. See, on the package, they're kind of a white looking cookie, so I didn't expect them to look.
Almost like gingerbread.
You can smell that apple. So it says to have 12. Oh, look at the sides. You can see that apple in there. Mm-hmm. That looks good. Okay, so 2 inches apart. Does that mean that I can't make more than 12 per time?
No, whatever you can fit.
Okay. So is this 2 inches apart?
Probably getting closer than that.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't know. 2 inches. I don't know. 2 inches is about that far. So that's probably about right.
You can tell that by me asking Kevin.
We can get a ruler.
No. Normally he's the one to do this.
These are so easy though. Better than the tubes. You may not get as much cookie, but the convenience is so much easier.
You're saying it's easier, but look. Should I have used a knife to...
No, you're fine. They don't have to be perfect. But the tubes, you have to like cut them, and I don't know. I think they're more of a pain. They don't have to be perfect. They're just...
How many do I have on here? Should I be counting these?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, okay. So...
13, sorry.
Oh, look. See, I need a knife. Can you get me a better knife? I want to put one more on that pan. I probably, I should have done this, and I didn't know, because I don't usually do this. There, that's better. That's my oven that's preheated, and I'm gonna wipe my hands off. Okay.
I'm rearranging.
You can rearrange. I do not mind. Will not take offense.
You can probably fit another one. They might run together a little bit. I mean, do you care if they run together?
Yeah, I don't want them to run.
Well, then we'll space them out.
People will judge. No one will judge me. Okay. Now, the pumpkin spice say...
Good enough. Close enough for government work.
Let's see. I think same thing.
They only bake for like 12 minutes then.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
I have to say the cookie dough on my finger tasted pretty good.
It smells very apple-y, those do. Now see, now I know from experience with those, that smells
that dough
really
is good.
Now I know though, since I did that with that one, that I want to, even though it's already scored, I want to go ahead and do it again.
Now what's this one, pumpkin?
This is the pumpkin spice, yeah. See, I would rather do this, and they'll be the way that they're supposed to be. Yeah. Okay. Now. And I love those big hunks of chips. Yes. Those look good. Looks like you get a lot. Okay, so these are gonna go for 12 minutes and the other ones are gonna go for 13 minutes?
15.
There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put these in the oven and when they're finished, we'll be back. Okay, these just came out of the oven and it's been 17 minutes, but Kevin and I are wondering if it took a little bit longer because we were baking 2 pans of cookies instead of just 1 pan of 12. Basically, we were cooking 24 cookies at one time, so we don't know. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to let these cool, and then we're going to bake the rest of these for another 17 minutes since that worked. And then we will come back when we get ready to cook the hot cocoa.
And the apple smells phenomenal.
Yes, the apple really, really smells good. Okay, we have all of the pumpkin and apple out. And we turned our oven up to 350 degrees. And these are going to cook for only 10 minutes. So not very long, 10 to 11 minutes is what it says. So, oops, I'll show you how these look. These are the ones with marshmallow filling. The cocoa ones.
They look good.
They smell really chocolatey. But I'm wondering if they're going to have like a distinct cocoa flavor, you know? But we're going to cook all of these at one time.
Yeah, we've got 2 pans.
We have 2 pans. We're going to have 12 on each pan.
They didn't spread as much as they...
No.
They wasn't 2 inches
They didn't
anyway.
spread at all.
No,
I didn't think they did.
They did a little bit, but not much.
So they kind of worry you that they're going to spread, but then they don't. It's hard to cut this when those...
chips.
But you can see the marshmallow right there. That's going to be on the inside.
They look good.
Yeah, they look really good. So we're going to do these same thing we did with the other ones. Put them on the pan and then put them in for 10 minutes. And then we'll be back. Okay, the cocoa cookies just came out of the oven. We left them in for 10 minutes and no more than that because we just didn't want to risk burning them or anything like that. So that's all 24 of those, and we'll give it a few minutes and then we'll try all 3 of them at the same time. Okay, how many cookies is that?
72?
Like 72 cookies.
Minus the one I ate raw.
Yeah, Kevin tried one raw. Which one do you want to try first?
Either one. The chocolate or the pumpkin.
We have pumpkin and cocoa and apple. We can do the pumpkin.
Let's go in order. Just give me half yours.
Oh.
I don't want to eat a lot of cookies right at first. This one didn't have any chips in it.
I know. I'm sorry.
This one does. I love the texture.
I do too. I mainly taste the cinnamon.
I get a good pumpkin spice flavor. It's not a really strong flavor, but it tastes like pumpkin pie that's kind of muted. Like a muted pumpkin pie flavor.
It does. It's very good. I don't know, did you taste the white chocolate?
No, not at all.
No, I didn't taste the white chocolate at all.
I mean, maybe it takes 2.
But I'm going to get a cookie with a big...
That's what I do. Still not really strong, but it does remind you of a pumpkin pie. It's just not a really, like, in-your-face pumpkin pie flavor.
Excellent.
It's a really good flavor, though.
That's very good.
I like that. I'm going to get this one. This one has...
The cocoa?
Yeah.
We probably should have cooked these 11 minutes.
Yeah, they're a little soft.
11 minutes instead of just 10. But that's okay. We can still get them in our big mouths.
Plus, they're still a little warm. Those literally just came out of the oven. I like the texture of those too. You get the graininess of the.
That surprises me how they really, to me, they captured that cocoa flavor.
Oh yeah, it tastes just like a hot chocolate.
They did a good job because it seems like last year we bought some brownies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And those brownies were supposed to be like, hot cocoa or something, and they weren't at all. I mean,
those
like,
are really
not
good.
at all. But those are.
Lots of chocolate flavor. It doesn't have like a pure, like a milk chocolate flavor. It does have a cocoa flavor.
Yeah.
And the marshmallow adds those little bits of marshmallow in your hot chocolate. It's a really good representation.
Very, very good. I'm in awe. I truly expected to be disappointed.
I actually like, so far, I like those better than the pumpkin ones.
They're very good.
Okay, now for the one we're looking forward to the most.
The apple.
This one actually has, like, you can see
of apple.
the apples, like glazed apple-y parts, the sticky apple part.
That's awesome.
The apple's phenomenal. I don't really get what are the other, is it white chocolate?
No.
What's the little hunks? I don't remember.
It's like apple and cinnamon and...
What's the little white thing though?
Those are apple pieces, aren't they?
Oh.
I think those are pieces of apple too.
Oh.
Aren't they?
I don't know.
I think they
Yeah,
are.
they have to be because they're solid. Okay. This one has a consistency of like, not quite like, here you can have more of that. Oh, yeah.
Well,
it almost has a consistency of an oatmeal cookie. Not quite. And it's not an oaty as an oatmeal cookie, but it reminds me of that lumpy texture.
And by the way, we're not going to eat all these.
Yeah, I'm probably taking to work.
He'll probably take some to work. We'll probably give some to Aunt Christina, of course. I really like that pumpkin. That has a really good pumpkin spice flavor.
It is. It's just not very strong. If you're expecting a really strong like a pumpkin pie, you're not going to get that. But it does have the flavor.
That is a very good cookie.
I think my favorites are the chocolate.
And I do, the more you eat of it, the more that pumpkin starts to come out. Really. Truly. I mean, you can really taste that pumpkin.
Mine is chocolate, apple, pumpkin in that order.
I think I'll say...
Or apple.
I think I'll say chocolate, apple, pumpkin. I'll say that too.
Yeah, because the chocolate and apples are pretty close to each other. I like both of them pretty much the same, but I think that chocolate edges out that apple just a little bit because the apple is really all I can taste is apple.
Now, I do want to say one thing. These are all wonderful. But the Pillsbury pumpkin is still my favorite.
Those ones we had last year?
Yes.
Oh, they were
awesome.
Evil cookies.
Yeah, they have the Nestle Toll House pumpkin, and they have the Pillsbury pumpkin, and I just like the Pillsbury better.
They were really, really good.
They were incredibly good.
Although these are really good too.
Yeah, these are all very good too, though. I like these. Your house is going to smell wonderful. If you're trying to sell your house, Kevin said,
make some apple
make
cookies.
some of these cookies because the apple have smelled stronger than any of them, and it just smells wonderful in here. So these are all good. Thank you to everyone for telling me about these. I've had messages on Instagram and YouTube, and so I really appreciate it. And we had a good time making them. So thanks for watching.